The NHL Conference Finals are now down to one since the Avs punched their ticket last night. Now it's time to find out who they'll be playing. The Rangers are looking to join them, but first they need to handle business down in Tampa. And here to talk about what could happen is the New York Post's Mark Cannizzaro. Now, Mark, the Rangers lost Game 3 in a heartbreaker. But let's talk about mentality. Do you think how that game ended will affect Game 4?
Brandon, I think how every game ends affects the next game to some degree. And if anything, I would think that the Rangers realized they let an opportunity go by. They were up 2-0 halfway through the game in Game 3. If anything, I think maybe this adds to the urgency because they know they don't want to go back to the Garden 2-2, with Tampa having taken the momentum. So, having spoken to Gerard Gallant yesterday and some players, there was very much a theme that there needed to be more grittiness and urgency than they showed in Game 3. So I would expect to see more of that, in tonight's game.
All right, you said the grittiness. So what do the Rangers need to do with that grittiness to pull off this Game 4 win?
I think they need to somehow, this is a very hard thing to measure, Brandon, but the last two series they came back from deficits, 3-1 to Pittsburgh, 2-0 and 3-2 against Carolina. And they did that with a certain grittiness and urgency, where they kind of knew their season was on the line. If they can somehow get themselves back to that place, mentally, physically, that's what they're looking to do tonight, without question. Again, they didn't play poorly the other night. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a 2-2 game with less than a minute left, and they hadn't played their best. They were on their heels the entire third period. They need to be more the aggressor, and they were not the aggressor at all in the third period yesterday. They were in Game 3. So they're on their heels. I think you're going to see a little bit more of what you saw when they were down in the Pittsburgh and Carolina series.
Well, let's talk about those series being down, because the team has always lived up to that mantra, no quit. No quit in New York, no quit in Pittsburgh, no quit in Carolina. So how do you see this Game 4 going? And let's be frank, who's going to win?
I have a weird feeling the Rangers are going to win tonight. I feel like they, other than a couple of periods, they've been the better team throughout. John Cooper, the Lightning coach, yesterday I thought said something very interesting. He said the right team has won in every one of these games, and Tampa did deserve to win the other day because they had the onslaught in the third period, made the comeback. I think the Rangers kind of get back to their principles and what they've been doing well these playoffs, and they bring a 3-1 lead to back to the Garden.
Ooh, I love the prediction. Game 4 goes down tonight in Tampa. Puck drops at 8 p.m. Mark, thanks for joining us as always.
Thanks, Brandon.